Welcome to a Trucker's Mind podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're back, man. Episode 236.
Yes, sir.
Let's get right into it. But before we do anything, I have to give a disclaimer. Before this podcast, I must have had food poisoning or something because I've been shitting, man, and it's been very uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And I was watching the Niner game and we were getting our asses kicked, and that's when my stomach started heating up. But yeah. I think that the food poisoning was the main thing, and then the Niners getting whooped. That just made my stomach acid go nuts.
Yeah.
So, if I have to leave in the middle of the podcast for no reason, just know it's because I don't want to shit on myself during this broadcast. All right.
I walked in the bathroom just now, and it had a stench in there for sure.
I mean, I shitted, Keith. What the fuck did you expect, man?
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah, it smelled like something died in there.
I don't need you judging my bowels, okay? All right, okay, Mr. Keith. All right. Let's get right into it. For some reason, recently, I forgot the name of the song, which is irresponsible of me as a podcaster. But the song is, "Oh, You Thought I Was Feeling You?" And she basically makes the reference to call...
Munch?
Huh?
Is it called Munch?
I don't know if the song is called Munch, though. Mm-hmm. But I'll look that up now. But she's like, you eat it for lunch. Niggas a munch, right? Basically calling a man that's giving oral sex a munch. And I was thinking about it, and I told Keith before the podcast, like, men, we can't do anything anymore. We can't eat hot dogs. You call us glizzy gobblers. We can't eat pussy. You call us a munch. Like, fuck. That's disrespectful. If I'm eating your pussy, and after you finish, and imagine this, Keith. Mm-hmm. I'm going down on a chick. She finishes, and then she like pushes my head away. Like, you thought I was feeling you? I'm like, come on.
I can't eat. Yeah. Yeah.
That's wrong, man. I'll be like, hey, give me my clothes. Give me my clothes.
But should we expect to have sex with a woman if you eat her out?
It's not about an expectation. It's just like you think that low of me? That's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
You thought I was feeling you. That would, oh man, I'd be so like, I'd be confused. Mm-hmm. Like, dang, like I was going Bay Area stupid dumb on your pussy. And then you just pushed my head away like you thought I was feeling you? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
I think I couldn't imagine, and I don't know, a lot of this music is just like toxic women. Yeah. Like the most toxic version of what a woman can say. And I also know it's music. Right. So all these women are not scamming men. All these women are not, just getting head from dudes and then going on about their day. But do people have, and I guess for men, it often looks like if a dude only gets some head, it probably means like he's not that attracted to the girl. Like she might be a little bit bigger, she might be out of his weight class, or her face just might not be the prettiest, so he just wants some head and he gonna go on about his day. So I don't know if that applies to women. Like what would be the reason a woman would not want to let a dude smash after he ate her out?
I don't know, man. But the song is called Munch by Ice Spice.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cold-blooded, man. You guys women are getting too masculine now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds like a masculine thing to do. Like, yeah, munch ass nigga. You would never be nothing more than a munch. Especially imagine you go down on a girl from the East Coast. You're like, get the fuck out of here, munch ass nigga. You a munch, yo. You ain't nothing but a munch, yo.
Word to my mother, you a munch.
Word to mother, you a munch, B. He be like, yo, why you talking? Shut the fuck up, munch ass nigga. You a munch, B.
You was eating my pussy last week, munch.
Yeah, you ain't shit, yo.
Captain Munch.
You a munch ass nigga like back in the day on Henry Court on 154th Street, 153rd Street. Them New York streets be having fucking 105th Lenox Avenue. You was eating my pussy on 156th Lenox Avenue, B.
Yeah.
You a munch ass nigga, B.
You a munch ass nigga. Go get me a hero at the bodega, you heard?
Yeah, let me get a fucking chopped cheese over here. Let me get a chopped cheese the Aki way, B.
And bring me a quarter water, you munch ass nigga.
Turn on the fucking fire hydrant, yo, so we can all play outside after you munch on my pussy, B.
The fire hydrant.
Oh man, y'all! I fucking hate the Brooklyn Nets, yo. They can't win a game. Yo, you know what's crazy? Can you?
I like my niggas to munch with they Timbs on. You heard?
I was about to go there. Can you imagine you eating a girl's pussy? She got fucking Timbs on. God damn.
That's wild.
Oh man! After you munch, you get the fuck out of here. You understand me? Don't come around here no more, yo. You ain't welcome here. Yo, you see that nigga over there? He ate my pussy at Rucker Park, yo.
Rucker Park.
Lamar Odom was standing right there, yo.
Comedy.
Yeah, he went. Hey, he went to school with Skip to my Lou and all them, yo. Oh man,
that's crazy.
I wonder if it's some East Coast people. They're gonna be like, "Oh, these niggas need to shut up." That's what we think about New York. Guy like people from Cali.
Yeah,
we like, yo, you guys all wear Timbs over there. You gotta wear Timbs, man.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, if you're from New York, because we got some New York listeners. We got some people from the Bronx, Brooklyn, whatnot. Let us know if you guys wear Timbs.
Yeah,
while you're munching. Yo, I've been a mad munching nigga since the 90s, B.
Yeah.
They don't even know, son.
She made a song called Munches and thought it was disrespect. That's a compliment, B.
Real talk.
Yeah.
Yo, she said I could put the pussy on chopped cheese like over at the Aki spot, B. You still haven't seen that TikTok guy he's really popular on TikTok? It's called the Aki way. Mm-mm. It's like, let me get a chopped cheese breakfast sandwich the Aki way. You be like, sure. Mm-mm. Yeah, be like, first we put the pepper on the grill. After we done with the pod, I gotta show you, bro. It's super popular. Mm-hmm. He's a really positive guy too, but he be making some wild, like this nigga get 2 donuts, chop them in half, put eggs, bacon, cheese, a piece of fried chicken and ham, and then like put it in a wrap and cut it in half. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit be
wild.
wild.
Actually, the other day, I was making some breakfast and we had cracked open these eggs and it was like 2 yolks inside of the.
Oh yeah, I've seen that happen before.
Seen that?
Oh yeah,
the whole dozen though.
What?
Mm-hmm. Like 4 or 5 in a row.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I guess it happens when they reproduce too fast, or they're like there's like a certain like stress level or something like that.
Yeah, they mutating these motherfuckers now.
Yeah, I was like, this is kind of, it just feels wrong.
Yeah,
but I was like, dang, if you was down bad, you was like, yo, this the last dozen eggs I can afford. I'm gonna get some bread. I'm gonna get some eggs. And
they got a Brooklyn nigga in there getting them eggs. He's like, yo, we need to get more eggs in here. These niggas need more to munch on, yo. Give them some more eggs to munch on, B. Get these niggas an omelet out of 1 egg, son.
For sure. You for sure could make an omelet out of, you could feed a family with 2 eggs because you getting 4 yolks.
Yeah. Jesus turned wine into water. No, it said water into wine, right?
Yeah, water.
Jesus turned water into wine. We turned 2 eggs and 1 large egg into omelets, B. We fed the whole congregation off 2 eggs, son.
We fed the whole Jack, son.
The what?
The Jacks.
Oh, the projects? I was like, what the fuck is he talking about? Yo, I swear, yo, when I was coming up, Jesus used to be chilling in Marcy Projects, B.
I'm dead.
We seen Jesus. He had dreadlocks like E40 said or whatever.
Word to my mother, ask big homie over there, son. He'll let you know, son.
He went to school with Big L and on him. Yo, that's wild.
He was in LL Cool J English class B. Word to my mother.
Oh, man. It's always, and you know what's funny is somebody always knows somebody.
Yeah.
They'd be like, these guys. Yeah. But yeah, the idea of being a munch, I don't even know what that means. I just, there shouldn't be a negative connotation behind pleasing women. I know this is just rap and it's like toxic female rap, but it's like, honestly, if we're going to be disrespected for eating pussy, we need to stand up and just say, hey, we're not eating pussy right now. And then watch, women gonna like reclassify the word, like they gonna redefine a munch. When they said, "Look, you are more than a munch. You are a strong king. You are to be respected." It's like, yeah, now you want to get respectful because I stopped eating pussy. Now you want to turn around and try to empower me.
There's probably a guy out there that wears that crown proudly.
I'm a munch.
Yeah, like I don't care. I'm a munch.
Yeah, I'm a real munch, yo. I don't care. I eat your whole family pussy, B. I don't care about none of that. Why I gotta still be an East Coast nigga now?
Especially if you got like some sort of erectile dysfunction, you gotta get off on being a munch.
Yeah. I don't. The thing too is like the whole ED thing. Mm-hmm. I've never had that problem, but I have had. I think I've had performance anxiety before, where it's like you want to please this woman so bad, like you in your head about it, and then like it take you a while to get up.
The only performance anxiety I've had is like when I've definitely slept with some females that I wasn't actually attracted to.
Yeah, that's not good.
I was just attracted to their gender and not necessarily them. So when you get your first rocks off, everything is all good, and then your body you got the post nut clarity. And your body like, you're not really attracted to this.
Like,
girl.
oh, fuck. I don't think she was human.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that'd be crazy, bro. She'd be like, where are you going? Oh, man. I was busting up. I was listening to Danny Brown's podcast, and Danny Brown was talking to Dr. Drew. And he said he used to do like a lot of like promethazine and shit like that. And one time he took a bunch of like Viagra because like I guess the lean would like make him like limp, so he would take a bunch of like Viagra, and then he said my heart would just be pumping fast as fuck. And he said he was laying down, his heart was pumping fast. He's like, man, please don't let me die like this, right?
Dang.
Like, please, God.
Yeah.
And he said, please don't let me die, not like this, not with this bitch, no, right?
Yeah.
And I was sitting there busting up dying because.
Yeah.
The Dr. Drew was like, what's wrong with her? He's like, man, this is not the type of woman you want to be seen out with in public.
That's facts.
Oh, man.
Yeah. If you go out, rest in peace to Kevin Samuels, but if you go out, you got to go out like that with a thick nurse next to you.
People was trying to body shame the woman. They try to say, oh, some fat white girl he died with or whatever. And it's like, she wasn't fat. She was Mexican. And
I don't think they were body shaming her. I think they were just trying to make fun of Kevin Samuels.
Yeah.
Like, look at him. The whole pro-black guy died with a fat white girl. But that was just like, that's just a story they made up. Mm-hmm. You can't even body shame her. You just look stupid.
Yeah, she was fine. She was a nurse, too. So it's like, yeah, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, in regards to being a munch, I don't know how long this is going to last, but I just really hope women don't pile on because you're going to block your own blessings. Because I think every woman has experienced a dude that was licking on them and doing it really good. But if you start calling us munches, we'll start to resent you, and we're not going to be going down there no more. We're not going to be going down there no more, and then that's when you guys are going to change the language. You guys are going to start, what do you call that? Like, women are going to start giving dudes that eat pussy their own pronouns. They're going to be like, they're not munches. They are more than munches. We classify them as strong young males, and then we'll probably go back to eating. Because there's the unfortunate thing though is I can't really complain because men have had many names for women who give head.
Yeah, I mean outside of giving head, just like a lot. It's always back and forth, right? You got like I don't want no scrubs, and you got I don't want no pigeons, and you got Tatiana and all these different songs, and we got Munch now. Yeah, so. I like the back and forth because I hate when it's always one side and when the guys just have these, super disrespectful terms for women.
Yeah, we got a lot. Throat goat, that's one of them. Throat goat.
Throat baby.
Yeah. Throat baby. I'm trying to buzz up on you. And it's like you make the disrespect sound like cool.
Somebody said something about a throat hug.
Wow.
That throat. I forgot where I heard that.
And the thing about it too is in a song. And what's funny is women aren't even offended by the song because I guess it's a good jam to them.
It's a little bit. What's the name? I think one of the City Girls is on a remix or something like that.
Really?
Yeah.
It'd be crazy, bro, because you listen and you're like, yo, this is hella disrespectful. Like, sexy little bitch, sexy little hoe. It's like, damn.
Yeah. But with the Ice Spice Girl, I be genuinely happy for like people that pop off with like these like I'm gonna call her a one hit wonder because this is just her first attempt at making putting her hand in the game.
Right.
But I genuinely be excited about like these artists that could essentially change a life. They was even saying that she had before the song really started like gaining some traction. Before the whole Drake DM and all this stuff, she was booked to do some shows and she was getting paid like a few $1,000s, maybe like $2,000 or something like that. And afterwards, the songs is going so crazy, and obviously we talking about it on the podcast. I actually haven't heard it in its entirety. Like I haven't literally like gone to my title and look for it, but you just hear. I seen like a performance and I know kind of what the gist of the song is about.
Right.
But she canceled some shows because her rate was going up. So she charging like I think she's charging like 15,000-20,000 now. In a matter of a few weeks.
Wow,
just because the song is going
crazy.
viral. Yeah,
but I wonder. Damn, that shit's going crazy on TikTok too, though. Mm-hmm. Well, you thought I was feeling you? Mm-hmm. That shit's gonna be in the next couple of months. Nobody will care about it. But right now.
Yeah, you gotta run.
It's gotta run. You gotta get your money while you got it. Mm-hmm. But I mean, I feel bad for her now because I don't know. Well, no, that's not true. It's gonna be plenty of guys trying to eat her.
Yeah, she's a decent looking woman.
Yeah, she's gonna get a lot of munches, especially with this money she's getting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Shout out to her, man. To Ice Spice.
Invest your money, please.
Yeah, please, because you're gonna be trying to do that. Well, you thought I was feeling you, and it was like, I mean, you got $50 now, girl. That shit don't work no more.
That's the sad part. Like, I've been around like older artists, like artists from the 90s and stuff like that. And you have a certain level of respect for them because, they kind of paved the way for artists now in 2022 to be doing what they're doing. But some of them are like still hang on to like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
You're like, yo, it's a different era. Like, unless you a Snoop Dogg, a Jay-Z, these kind of guys like you, Eminem, you not really like, not too many 90s rappers are like household names in 2022. So yeah, you just got to be mindful of your status sometimes.
Yeah. Don't be like MC Hammer flying out fucking 100 people from the hood. Yeah, but actually I heard he's doing very well, but overseas.
Oh, like he's performing over there. Yeah. People they call that like the Chitlin circuit or whatever, but it'd be a bad because
out of the country though.
That's what I'm saying.
That ain't no Chitlin circuit.
That's what it is. They call that like the Chitlin circuit when you can't tour crazy in the United States, so you hit like a bunch of European.
I thought the Chitlin circuit was more or less something that was like local, like back south type, a bunch of shows.
No, it's not. It's not necessarily that. It's just the idea of like you not doing Staples Center and these the Fox Theater and stuff no more. You just kind of doing like the hole in the wall, spots.
Still getting paid. Look at fucking what's his name? The comedy show we just went to.
TK Kirkland.
Yeah, look at TK. I know he's getting fucking paid.
Yeah, probably getting racked up for
a couple racks minimum.
Yeah,
for that show, he probably got like 2,500, 3,000, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. But you imagine imagine you do 2 shows and you make 6,000 in a day.
Yeah,
like that's a lot of fucking money.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
to tell some jokes you already know.
That you know by heart. You telling the same jokes? Mm-hmm. Like, come on. That's like us doing the same topics every podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, this is well rehearsed. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there's that, man. Switching gears. NyQuil chicken. This is just another fucking stupid thing that these Gen Z kids are doing. Well, before I read this article, this is what I think I guess you could say the catalyst is. It might be attention. I think that there's always this new thing, this new extreme that people are looking to reach because they've done everything stupid, so they need to find something else stupid. Like the Tide Pods was one thing. Then there was something else people were doing. Drinking bleach during the fucking pandemic. Mm-hmm. Like dumb shit like that. Like it's happening.
Yeah.
And you
people
would never
smoking spice back in the day. You remember that?
Oh yeah, people smoking spice. Yeah, that was one thing. But Another one is NyQuil chicken, apparently. And people are pouring NyQuil on chicken. I don't know why the fuck they're doing it. And I would assume that if you're pouring NyQuil on chicken, I don't know if you're cooking it, whatever you're doing, but I assume it would lose its potency. But interest in NyQuil chicken appears to have substantially increased after the U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, issued a warning about the recent social media video challenge. That drew widespread media coverage, The FDA issued a statement on September 15th warning of social media videos encouraging people to cook chicken in NyQuil. The challenge sounds silly and unappetizing, and it is, but it also could be very unsafe. Boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated. Wow. And the change in its properties in other ways. Even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of drugs to enter your body. It could also hurt your lungs, the notice said. According to data, TikTok provided the BuzzFeed News searches for NyQuil chicken rose significantly following the FDA's announcement and its subsequent media coverage from 5 to 14 September, around 7,000 by September 21st. NyQuil chicken appears to have originated on 4chan in 2017 and earlier this year made the rounds on the news cycle. It's unclear to what extent users sharing content on the phenomenon actually participated in the trend. Most related content on TikTok shows people reacting with outrage to the same video of the person cooking chicken in NyQuil. Look here, man. I think we're going full blown like the movie Idiocy, or I think it's Idiocracy. Mm-hmm. The movie Idiocracy, that basically a guy with average intelligence was frozen, and then he was unfrozen at a totally different time frame. I think it was like over 100-something years later, and he learned that he was the smartest man in the world, and he was just of average intelligence because everybody else is so fucking stupid. Mm-hmm. And they used a sports drink to on the crops. Like instead of like, it was like a fake Gatorade, they were using the Gatorade to water the crops. Mm-hmm. And the dude was like, it has electrolytes. Mm-hmm. Like, mm-hmm. But he just said, you use regular water to water the crops. But he was like labeled a genius because of that. Mm-hmm. All I'm saying is to like create a parallel. We're not there yet, but we're getting fucking stupider and stupider. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know if we're getting stupider. I think we're evolving and devolving at the same time. I think that there's a gap between the intelligent people and the people who are stupid. Because the stupidest people get the most attention on social media. They're willing to do anything. They're willing to show anything. They're willing to show their bodies. They're willing to show them doing dumb shit. All these dumbass challenges, pranks, bathroom pranks, and fart pranks. And these people get tons of attention. Mm-hmm. There's somebody that's like 12 years old that literally works for NASA probably, and no one knows who the fuck they are. Mm-hmm. But there's somebody that's 12 years old that is eating NyQuil chicken that has like 7 million views. That's the world we live in, man. Mm-hmm. We give the dumbest people the most attention and wonder why, these things become trends. Mm-hmm. These people need to be stopped, but like more or less in a way to where it's like, okay, you're doing something that's dangerous. Well, we're going to go ahead. We got to take your video down. Like that has to be taken down. Yeah, you can't have fucking NyQuil
spreading it like that.
Yeah, you can't have NyQuil and not use it for its proper use. The reason why that these companies have to get out in front of it, because if they don't say anything and people start dying, then there could be some type of a lawsuit coming to them. Mm-hmm. But I mean, you shouldn't have to tell people not to pour NyQuil on chicken.
They're probably protected by, I'm sure there's something on the back that says like use.
For any other use besides,
like use it as directed by these two, a couple. I don't know I forget. It's like milliliters or whatever in a little cap.
Yeah,
like 2 of those every
hour. People were eating
so.
condoms at one time too. I think.
Really?
I think they were eating condoms. Yeah. Mm. That's wild. So it's wild. We live in a world where people don't put condoms on their dick, but they're actually eating the condom.
That's wild.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's I would imagine though. I think these a lot of these like warnings, like don't do this because you can inhale the fumes and it's very dangerous and stuff. That's kind of funny to me because I don't think that they care, right? Like if you're sipping lean, right? I don't imagine the person that's sipping lean actually cares about like what is a healthy dose and what is it not a healthy dose, and how it should be used. It's really just used for a cold or whatever the case may be, or severe cold. But they pouring Sprite and putting ice cubes in there and maybe a Jolly Rancher or something like that. So I just think that's funny. Like, you kind of warning people that have no real care of like consuming it in a healthy manner.
Yeah, they don't care about taking any precaution. They just want the high of it, right? And they're doing it against the directions that are on there. Like, people are you got to understand, they're taking promethazine, which is a strong cough suppressant, and they're using it and putting it in Sprite and drinking it. And I heard that shit gets people fucked up, like super high.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like I ran into somebody before and they was drinking lean. They was like, man, so how you been, man? It's like, why would you want to walk around like this?
I've seen lean. I've seen people on lean before, and they look like real druggies.
Yeah. So my thing is this: let's just say I was a person that would rob you, right? I would just wait till you got super high on lean, and I would slap the shit out of you and take your wallet out of your pocket.
Yeah, I seen a rapper like that. Like, he was in a music video. He probably had, some maybe like $10,000 in his hand or whatever the case may be. But he was like leaned out, like, feeling good. I'm on. Like, just some weird stuff.
All you got to do to a motherfucker like that is like, look, a plane. Just take that 10,000.
He's that nigga.
Just get out of there. That's it. People are idiots, man. I don't understand like the whole drug shit. For one, drinking lean is dumb. A lot of people have died from that, or they had horrible withdrawals. I heard the withdrawals from lean are really bad.
I bet.
Really bad, because it's a drug. At the end of the day, it is a drug. It's used for temporary use, and that's it. But goddamn, man, like, I never thought I would see an article telling people not to eat NyQuil chicken.
That sounds crazy, huh?
Yeah, it sounds very not edible, because NyQuil tastes fucking terrible. Yeah, like, there's some people that be like, what's gonna happen next? They'll be like, a cough drop challenge. I know some people that literally be eating cough drops when they not sick.
That's weird.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
That's weird. Like,
why would you think that's okay to do? Man, I've seen somebody take Kool-Aid and put it in a bag and like put it on noodles.
That's weird.
Yeah, bro. Like, literally, they take ramen noodles and they put Kool-Aid in it.
That's funny. I remember a dude in junior high, like, he thought, how niggas be thinking they run into like this amazing idea, like this is gonna change the game. Some dude had brought like this little Kool-Aid mixture to school. It was kind of like Lucas, but it wasn't really Lucas. It was just Kool-Aid with some sugar and maybe a little bit of other ingredients in there. But he just brought it in like a grocery bag. And somebody was like, "Yo, let me try that. That looked like it tastes good." And he was like, "Yeah, come on, bro, try it." And then he was like, "Oh, this is pretty good, man." And he was like, "Yeah, bro, I'm thinking about like creating a business out of this, like bringing a bunch of these and selling them around school." And I just thought to myself, like, this nigga really got like a Kool-Aid business.
Bro, I knew a dude like that. I'm not gonna say his last name, but I knew this dude we went to school with. His name was Jermaine, and he had always had boogers in his nose, like snotty boogers though. Like, and they would be on his face every morning. Swear to God, it'd be boogers all on his lip. And people be like, "Booger nose Jermaine, booger nose, booger nose," and he'd be like, "Fuck you, Lucas, man, fuck." Your brother knows him, and I don't know if it was a disorder or whatever. Like, he would like wipe it up, and more boogers just come right out.
They probably had to burn the little.
Bro, I've never seen anyone in my life that constantly had snotty boogers. I was like, I didn't know what the fuck it was, but I was just like, yo, this nigga is a 24-hour booger nose having ass motherfucker, man. Yeah, and and the thing is if he started trying to crack a joke on you or something, everybody just took the easy route with him. Like, that's why you got boogers right there. That's why you got boogers on your nose, Jermaine.
Oh my God.
I'm like, fuck you, man. Fuck you, bitch. But no, to get back to it, he was one of the guys that would take Kool-Aid and he would like, mix it up in a bag and he would be eating it.
Yeah.
And it's like, his mouth is all blue and he got the boogers coming. I'm like,
yeah,
damn.
Blue boogers.
You got fucking boogers. You got snot. Like, it was just like clear snot. And sometimes in the wintertime, that shit was green.
Oh my God.
I'm like, God damn.
And he not even sick. That's just regular.
Yeah, he didn't get rid of those boogers until like 8th grade. Because before then, I went to school with him in high school too. So it was like before that, like from 6th grade all the way. So I didn't meet him till 6th grade. So this nigga been having boogers since 1st grade.
So from kindergarten to 6th grade.
Yeah, more than half that nigga's life was just boogers.
So what happened? Did he just start blowing his nose or what?
Nah, it must have been some procedure done.
Yeah.
And then after he got the boogers handled, you know, he got some glasses and he just looked like real sophisticated now. Mm-hmm. But like,
have you seen him like recently?
I haven't seen him in probably like 8 or 9 years. But when I seen him then, he just was just normal.
He looked regular.
But here's what he doesn't realize is that even now, even though he ain't got boogers, he kind of got almost like a silhouette.
Nah.
Or where the boogers used
Nah.
to be. Yeah, bro.
Like it's engraved in his skin.
This nigga got booger indentions. I ain't never seen no shit like that, yo.
Dang.
Yeah, bro.
I gotta see this.
The boogers almost tattooed his face, bro.
I would imagine all that mucus and stuff is just like
That shit
sitting
was
on
like
your face.
acid, bro. Mm-hmm. I was like, God damn.
Dang.
Yeah, that's wild. I don't know. I didn't know what that. Yeah, but I don't know how we got there. But yeah, oh yeah, because he was eating Kool-Aid packets with snot in his nose.
Yeah,
just don't fucking do this, you guys. Okay, if you see you got a little brother or sister or cousin, honestly, if I had a little brother and he was doing this, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool, let me see it, and then I'd get him close and I'd slap the fuck out of him for that.
Yeah, the statement is really for the kids.
Yeah,
because as grown-ups, you should, as grown-ups, we should have a level of understanding of what is dangerous for us. But kids, I could imagine some teenager, especially like that age we talking about junior high and stuff. 12-year-old kid coming home from school, and maybe the parents are still at work or whatever, and they just go in the kitchen and put some NyQuil on some fried chicken and be like, yo, I'm gonna try this.
Ooh, this is better than honey glaze.
Yeah.
Get your stupid ass the fuck out of here. And parents or adults, we also got to watch out because we'll be like, I can't believe they making NyQuil chicken. What the fuck is wrong with these kids? Mm-hmm. And then we'll go right home and have unprotected sex. Mm-hmm. So it's like, don't be quick to chastise them because you, even with AIDS and all these other STDs, you took your dumb ass out and went and had naked sex with a stranger.
Yeah, monkeypox and all that.
Fucking nasty, bro. Mm-hmm. I literally know people. I remember I had a conversation with one dude, and he was like, "Oh yeah, I hit that." I was like, "Oh wow." I was like, and no, he said, "Yeah, I hit that." He's like, I hit it raw too." Like he was like almost bragging on it.
Yeah,
and I'm thinking like, dude, like why would you gamble with your life like that? Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Yeah,
we're all gonna die someday. I get that, but come on, man, you're gonna get something you can't fucking get rid of at the clinic, sir. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's nasty. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and dudes are so stupid. They'll be chilling with a chick and be like, I mean, she look clean. Let me go ahead and
they think they could do the eye test.
Oh my God. Mm-hmm. The disease is in the pussy, sir, not on the outside.
Yeah,
it's deep in there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fucking idiot. Yeah, I don't have much else to offer this conversation, but for the fact that we need prayer. Yeah, this is very unfortunate. People are taking they've gotten to the point where they're taking over the counter medicine and putting it on top of chicken.
That's crazy. Like,
are we like? Is it mental illness? Is it for attention? I don't think we'll ever know. Mm-hmm. All I know is if these are supposed to be the leaders of the future, we're fucked.
Yeah, we're in big trouble.
We're really fucked. I'm gonna have motherfuckers when I'm 65 years old, 70 years old. It's gonna be motherfuckers putting me on TikTok. It's like
Tide Pods and NyQuil chicken.
This is the slap a old man challenge. Hey, don't play with me. I'll shoot one of you motherfuckers by then. I'm gonna be one of those old guys that always got a gun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. You ain't
about to put no games. Huh?
You ain't about to put me on TikTok, Trevor. You got me fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't believe you shot me. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker, you trying to beat my ass and put it on TikTok, you fucker.
It's gonna be another social media by then.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Instead of OnlyFans, they're gonna have TikTok by then.
TikTok.
It's gonna be a new platform where girls can shake their ass and make money on it.
Remember we was seeing those videos where the girls like basically looked like they was getting smacked?
Yeah, those fake, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Danny Brown was talking about that too. He's like, yo, how are they allowing this on there? Mm-hmm. She was like leaning back and forth like she was getting hit doggy style.
Yeah.
And it's like they just show like her face and a little bit of her body. I'm like, what's going on? I think
Thanks
it's
for
like
the donations.
yeah, thanks for the donations. And she's like rocking back and forth. And I'm
Actually, I'm 24.
it's like,
Be
what
answering
the
questions
fuck is
on there.
this? Like they can't. I guess it's because it's not breaking any of TikTok's guidelines.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people find out what those guidelines are, but it's like if it's like distasteful content, they just get that shit off of there.
Yeah. I think part of that be like the community. You should be able to. I think you can report stuff, but I don't know. They just got to do a better job of that because it's there's no way of filtering like by age, right? Like YouTube has like YouTube for kids now, so you know they're kind of like sectioned off a little bit. But TikTok doesn't have like a kid version of it.
No.
So if I am 13 years old, my TikTok could look crazy.
Yeah.
Especially knowing how horny kids are. You for sure could be looking at like OnlyFans and booty challenges and stuff.
That shit'll go from Barney to some thick like Instagram chick real quick.
Yeah. As a kid, you'd probably be looking at like, whatever, like 49er highlights or something like that. And the next one is just some girl twerking on there.
Yeah, it'll go from Barney like, hi kids, you want to play a game? You scroll down, girl clapping her ass cheeks.
Yeah.
Thank you for the donations. Thank you for the donations, y'all.
Thank you for the donations.
Like, what the fuck? Hit that follow button. Go to my OnlyFans, y'all. Click that link. Go to my OnlyFans.
We got a discount running all month. All month we got a discount.
It's like, god damn.
That's crazy.
When are people gonna learn that like OnlyFans is not a job? I think that remember when they took that platform down? Mm-hmm. They took the whole platform down. All the sex workers is like, this is immoral. This isn't right.
Not the sex workers, the sex workers.
Oh, right. SEGGS, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep.
Now, OnlyFans is like, yeah, people get money on there.
Some people get money on there, man. And at the end of the day, man, you do you. All I know is that shit's going to live on the internet forever. It's
crazy,
like
bro.
Everything in the next 40 years when you're grandma or whatever and you had that in your past, right? And you wanted that off. And then we also don't have the foresight to know how big we're going to be. Mm-hmm. Like Charlemagne didn't know he was going to be Charlemagne.
Yeah.
Barack didn't know he was going to be Barack Obama. But imagine you do something in your past where it's something like wild like that. You got your ass out or you do a sex tape or something and you put it on OnlyFans. Eventually, when OnlyFans is gone as a platform, somehow people are going to hack it or they're going to release information or they're going to put it all out there. Mm-hmm. And there's not going to be any type of repercussions for releasing it. Mm-hmm. It's the same way like we see shit that is leaked from fucking over 20 years ago. Mm-hmm. Like the Pamela Anderson, Tommy Lee shit, that shit's everywhere.
Yeah, I think now you really don't have an excuse. Like I have friends that have they got like essentially sex tapes in their phones of them having sex with different women and stuff like that. Which is do you? They both seem to be like consent. I don't know if there was a contract signed, but they both seem to be like aware of what was going on.
Right.
But you just don't really know like where you'll end up, right? Like if you say you might switch it up and be like, yo, I want to teach elementary school kids, or I want to run an after school program, or I want to coach, flag football for some kids, whatever the case may be, and you start working with these kids, and then all of a sudden you got this sex tape going viral. Mm-hmm. So,
all it's gonna do is take one of them parents and notice, like, I remember her. That's Jessica Williams. She did a sex tape with my homie back in 2022. Mm-hmm. It'll be like 2035. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's fucked up, but it's like that.
And you're trusting people. You're trusting, because a lot of these tapes, they being passed around in some capacity.
Do.
So
there's somebody, I'm not gonna say no names. There's somebody that we mutually know that had an OnlyFans and that shit got leaked. and it was videos going around of her performing stuff on whoever it was. Mm-hmm. And some dude tried to show me this shit, and I'm just like, man, I don't want to see that.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That stuff had ended up on Pornhub and all that.
Yeah, it just ended up everywhere.
Yeah.
So that's how
Yeah.
That's how it happens, man. And look, in a perfect world, you shouldn't be judged for that type of stuff. But truth be told, we don't live in a perfect world.
Not at all.
We don't live in a perfect world.
We
don't. So you could go to whatever platform and do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But chances of that shit coming out, that shit is, yeah. Anyways. All right. Switching gears. Ime Udoka, the head coach for the Boston Celtics. No longer the head coach as of now. But
suspended.
Yeah, he got suspended for a year. He basically got in trouble for entanglement at his place of work with one of the female staff. Here's a latest article, which is kind of fucked up, but it's the truth. And it states, Ime Udoka, a fair staffer, handled his travel, including Nia's Boston move. So she literally was handling affairs with Nia Long. And that's the woman he was fucking.
That's TMZ?
TMZ.
Sheesh.
So basically, the woman, which has not been announced, they did announce that the staffer handled his travel, including Nia Long's Boston move.
That's the perfect person to do it.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'll read a little bit more here. The Celtics employee with whom Ime Udoka had an affair helped make all of his travel arrangements, and that sometimes included organizing travel for his fiancée, Nia Long. Sources connected to the couple and the NBA franchise tell TMZ one of the staffer's duties included planning Udoka's team related travel, and we're told she was also involved in booking travel for Nia to come to Boston road games. Perhaps most upsetting for Nia is that the employee had a hand in Nia's arrangements to move to Boston permanently, according to our sources. TMZ broke the story. Nia had just moved east a little over 2 weeks ago with Kez, her 10-year-old son, with Ime. The Celtics are not releasing the name of the employee, but we're told Nia has been told who she is. Of course she knew who she was. All right, well, here's the problem I have, right? Now, not only has Ime Udoka been in trouble recently, there's been a couple men who have been in trouble for being unfaithful to their wives or girlfriends. And in addition to him, and I just want to bring this all up at once, is also Adam Levine, who had some text messages messages or inboxes that got released to him being extra flirty with women and having affairs. Another one is Whack 100, who I really don't want to mention, but he got busted with his ass cheeks out, which nobody wanted to see that shit. But yeah, there's been a couple guys this week who have been busted for being unfaithful. And this is what I want to say. The conversation that's being had around Ime Udoka is like, I can't believe he cheated on Nia Long. If Nia Long is getting cheated on, then there's no chance for any of us, right? That's the narrative. Mm-hmm. First of all, why do women think that the surface level matters that much? Mm-hmm. Like, you act like these women, they're so fine that they can't get cheated on. Mm-hmm. Don't you know that there are men that date supermodels that will cheat on that supermodel with a girl that works at Fast Strip? It's not always about how the woman looks. A lot of times it's the convenience of it and the fact that the man can't control himself, right? It's a lack of discipline. A lot of times it's a lack of integrity. It doesn't even make you a bad person if you cheat. It just means you have a lack of discipline, integrity, and sometimes respect for your partner, right? But some of the greatest people of all time have been involved in some shit, right? Martin Luther King, cheating on his wife. JFK, cheating on his wife. Bill Clinton, cheating on his wife. Barack Obama, never got caught. I'm sure Obama was getting some head somewhere. Like, well, we got to hurry up. Michelle's going to get in here. It's going to see it. All right, I'm going to come. All right, there we go. Thank you, America. Yeah, but yeah, man, I think it has been a thing. But I will say is this, women play a huge role in men cheating. They play a massive role. And I'm not absolving men of anything, but I will say this. If you want men to be faithful and you're complaining about men being faithful, How about you stop sucking their dicks? And I know that sounds like a very terrible thing to say, but it's the truth. And ladies, you know that you play a massive role in this shit. You do. It's not just men being unfaithful. We're not fucking each other. We're fucking women. And those women oftentimes are married themselves. The staffer is rumored to be married herself. And she knew very well what she was doing. I keep hearing women say shit like, oh my God, he was married and he gaslit me and manipulated me. No, you knew who Nia Long was. These women they know that these men are married. They know that these men have girlfriends. They know that these men have situations, but they still go out and do it. They're not like, I think the reason why women will say things like he gaslit me and manipulated me is because they don't want to take accountability for the intention that they had. You intentionally fucked a married man and you are scorned because it didn't work out, and now you got to turn this shit around. Adam Levine is wrong. So is fucking Ime Udoka. But at the same time, women are a huge part of the problem because you love married men. Not even married men. It's men with power, excuse me. Some of y'all do like married men too, though. You like men with power. So there's a very common theme that happens with women that I've seen over the years. I used to work at a call center like 8 years ago. And even at that call center that I worked at, the fucking male supervisors that worked there would stand up on this tower and look at all the new hirees. And it'd be women. They'd be like, oh, I'm finna smash that. Oh, I'm finna smash that. And then before you know it, they helping the girl out that, with help at work. And now they taking her on lunches and they smashing them. Mm-hmm. And these girls had no problem smashing these supervisors because they had some form of authority at the job. It was a very common theme. And anybody who worked with me that's listening to this podcast, you know that those male supervisors were fucking a lot of those workers. It's just a well-known fact there. I don't got to say no names, but we know what's going on. And women do this. They fuck their bosses. They fuck celebrities. I knew this girl that was bragging about fucking Busy Bone from Bone Thugs. She's like, ooh, I got with him. And it's like, come on. This is a problem. There's a problem with men, but there's something in women. I don't know what it is, but women will go to a concert, take their bra off and throw it on stage. Take their panties off and throw it on stage. That's not normal. But when there's somebody of stature and celebrity, a lot of women don't know how to control themselves. And they just want it. Mm-hmm. And the guy doesn't have any self-control, and that makes it even worse. Mm-hmm. So you got two people. It's a collaborative. Cheating is a collaborative effort. You know? Yeah. So it's a very nuanced conversation. Besides, men are just cheating and it's crazy. It's deeper than that, ladies. It's a lot deeper than that.
Yeah. For me, I don't even entertain that conversation because it's not the full story, right? It's mm-hmm. not like men just cheat. Like there are multiple examples of women doing the same thing. 100%. From legal stuff to illegal stuff in terms mm-hmm. of like we talked about a few times where there's married teachers sleeping with 15, 16-year-old kids. Crazy, yeah, man. all these stories, but so the annoying part for me is like the story that only men do these type of things nuts, where we know that that's just not true. No. But yeah, I think that in terms of this conversation with the Boston Celtics coach, it is this just we talk about this idea of if this happened, I don't condone cheating in any sort of way. Right. Especially they're not married, Nia Long and him are not married.
I don't know I think it's his fiance.
Oh, okay, because I thought they were married. Mm-hmm. But if it is his fiance and they plan on getting married, that's that doesn't make it any better than being married or not. But when we have these conversations, a lot of it is centered around like the status, right? When you are a basketball coach, a football coach, when you a college basketball coach, a college professor, when you're a pastor of a church, or there are these certain jobs where whatever you do is just magnified. Yes. And I don't think that they say like, how you do anything is how you do everything, right?
Right.
So I don't understand how you think you can lead young men, 20-something-year-old men and, a couple older vets on the team maybe.
Yeah.
But, majority 20-some-year-old men, you're trying to get them to buy into a system,
Right.
but you not even bought into the system. Like you breaking the rules, and you're expecting players to come on time. You're expecting players to watch film. You're expecting players to, go to the shoot arounds and the gyms when they supposed to. But you're breaking the rules. You know what I mean? It's a certain level of like, I feel like your life doesn't really work without integrity. So if you don't have integrity across the board, like you can be the coach that studies film all the time, but because you got this one little caveat where you sleeping with, and outside of the, the societal bad or that we put on it, I'm talking about just breaking the rules in terms of your job. You can't win a championship like that. It just doesn't really fly.
I think Kobe would beg to differ. I think Kobe had a really bad issue keeping his dick in his pants. May he rest in peace. But he was rumored.
He didn't break the team rules, though.
No, not the team rules, but
that was my point, though. Like, what I'm saying is you can sleep with, I think all NBA players sleep with all these people, but he's breaking the rules and knowingly breaking the team rules. Both of them are.
It wasn't a problem with Phil Jackson, though. Phil Jackson was fucking Jeannie Buss.
Yeah. So that I guess that's, but maybe the team rules are different. Because that was a very public relationship, so I would imagine that's not. I don't think that if he was breaking the rules, that they would let it fly in that way.
Yeah.
But for whatever reason, that was a thing. But yeah, I just don't think that. You got to be right across the board, and when you know that what you're doing is wrong. And like I said before, this is a leader of young men, and it seems like I'm sure it felt good in the moment, and people always like to point at and just that things weren't going so well at home. Me and my fiance were arguing every day, and that's the reason why I went to go seek help in other areas, whatever the case may be. People be making up all these different scenarios, like just a very toxic relationship that I was in, so I chose to go stick my dick in somewhere else.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
It's like, okay, that sounds.
You don't
cool.
got any discipline, motherfucker. That's all. That's all it is. You just wanted some pussy.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
That's all that.
I think that's what it all narrows down to. With women, I guess it's more of an emotional cheat. The way a man makes her feel, this and that. Okay, well, if a man made you feel better, or if your husband, if you felt he wasn't doing this or that, then why did the end result mean that you had to wrap your mouth around another man's penis? It should never be the fucking end result.
Yeah.
You should talk it out with your husband.
Or move on.
But the fact that you're cheating shows there's intention. You're trying to maintain the thing that you have that you say you're not happy with, while also stepping out on your marriage. Like, I just think most people are not. Here's the thing. You want to know why people aren't built for marriage? I'll tell you why. The reason why people aren't built for marriage is because we developed a system of rinse and repeat. While we're single, we're very self-serving. We're like, oh, man, she ain't talking about nothing, or I ain't trying to fuck her no more. I'm going to get somebody else. So what we do is this, when we're single, we have a rinse and repeat system, and we have different people in our lives that come in and out. This is the truth for most people, most men and women, right? And what happens is, what people don't realize is if the moment you feel like you want something more serious, you have to transition away from that. Meaning, like, if you're fucking people or you're rinsing and repeating, you need to stop and say, hey, you know what? I just need to focus on content right now. I need to focus on just working on my life and not really just chasing women, whatever it is. You have to have some form of, you have to like look inward and change before you get serious. Because all you're going to do is you're going to do the same thing you did when you were single, except now you're married. See, when you was newlyweds, everything was all good. Y'all together, y'all fucking regularly, everything's all good. But now 20 years, you 20 years in. You 20 years in, you still look pretty attractive, but you're looking at these people, you're not really that sexually attracted to your partner no more. She done gained a lot of weight, you done gained a lot of weight. But what love is the commitment. It's not the aesthetic part.
Yeah.
When we're single, we look at the aesthetics. Dang, she got some big titties. Man, oh, she's sexy. Man, she's hella pretty. And it's so temporary, right? That when you get married or you're with someone, you don't have the discipline to know that it's deeper than surface. And I won't say make mistakes. Cheating to me is intentional. It's not a fucking mistake.
It takes a lot of effort to plan.
Yes.
Coordinate, especially when you're the head coach of a basketball team and there's traveling and you're sleeping with somebody that works with the company.
Yeah. It's a shared liability. So I don't want to make her more responsible than he was. But what I will say is this. When a man is dating a woman or married to a high-profile actress like Nia Long, that woman knew exactly who she was fucking. And you know what? That's another element of cheating no one talks about. The element of cheating where people are like, oh, fuck, I'm not supposed to be doing this. It adds the adventure to it. So I think the fact that people are hiding that they're fucking somebody behind their wife or husband's back, I think that's the allure of it. Where, you know, we shouldn't be. It's just like people who have sex in public and they're like, oh my God, we might get caught. And they get turned on by it. And I think that it's like a dopamine rush. Like, we shouldn't be doing this behind my husband or my wife's back, but we're going to do it. We're going to hide it. And I think that people are addicted to that dopamine rush. At some point, I don't even think it's about pussy no more. I don't even think it's about like her wanting other sex. I think it's about her fucking Nia Long's man.
Yeah, I could imagine her being in the room just getting smacked like, you just need to give Jason Tatum the ball in the post a little bit more.
Yeah, right. Trying to influence his coaching and shit.
Marcus Smart shouldn't be the starting point guard. He's just a defender.
Yeah. You need to run a triangle offense. Triangle offense. Like, goddamn.
Brad Stevens is a better coach than you.
Yeah, Udoka was cheating with the chick that was giving head with a clipboard in her hand. She's like, right here, if you run a zigzag, you're here. Oh, man, that's nuts, man. Jason Tatum's going to be right here on the post.
That's crazy. One thing, too, like, it is shocking. I know for me, that was I don't know if I necessarily thought that you can't cheat on Nia Long, but I did. Like, one of my first thoughts was, oh, dang, I thought, isn't he the guy that's dating Nia Long? But I think that when you really think about it, like, no matter how beautiful we deem Nia Long or Beyonce or Halle Berry, all these women have gotten cheated on. And there is somebody, for as much as we admire these women and, you know, think these women are beautiful women, there is somebody that's probably like, I've seen this girl every day and she just regular, you know? So you see, like, and it doesn't, and not that girl that supposedly the light-skinned girl the picture was floating around, she's a pretty attractive woman. But it's just new, you know? You've been dating Nia Long for a while.
She's a lot younger than Nia Long.
Yeah. And you just see her and you just like, dang, this is just something new. It's fresh, you know. She's a real if it's that person, she's a real like hooper. You know, she works on the staff, she played basketball and all these different things. So the conversation is a little bit different. I would imagine like they can talk X's and O's versus like, you know, Nia Long not necessarily knowing, you know, really the ins and outs of basketball. You know, she just kind of like asking these basic questions. So they talking, so honey, how's the games going, or like what is the staff meetings like and all this other stuff, versus the other girls like, yeah, we need to get Jason Tatum the ball a little bit more. Meeting. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we need to get Jason Tatum the ball right here. He's playing a little bit too many minutes. We got to find a way to spare him some time in the fourth quarter so he can be fresh to finish it. You know, it's just a different conversation. So yeah.
Yeah, I think the thing about it too is like the problem too is you can't be fucking we have to stop this too, fellas. Stop fucking women that you work with. That needs to stop. That really needs to stop. And I know it's difficult. And I know that if you're at work more than any time, it's a little more convenient to have a woman there. But it's like, that's not okay.
People
that's
just got no discipline, bro.
They don't. And I'm not going to sit there and act like I haven't done it.
Me neither.
Back when I back when I used to, work at a call center, I fucked a couple girls in there. But the thing about it is you think about it in retrospect and you're like, I could have went without doing that.
Yeah, that's like a young, but you got to think he's older than both of us.
Yeah.
So, it's just a different conversation. That's like, for me, that's like 20-something-year-old, tendencies, right?
Yeah.
But as you get older, you realize like everything is not meant to be, you don't got to stick your dick in everything.
Nah, I was busting up because your story was the McDonald's story, which is hilarious.
Yeah.
And it's like, this nigga was getting making McDonald's, and he was in the back. This nigga was doing overtime at work.
Yeah, shout out to McDonald's.
You live and you learn, man.
Yeah.
Got a lot of experience there. I heard a lot of people that worked at McDonald's became very successful down the road.
Yeah.
So,
Queen Latifah.
Missy Elliott.
Yeah.
All kinds of people.
Yeah.
And I think what it is I think McDonald's is trying to take too much fucking credit. I think they were there because they didn't have no goddamn money.
Oh yeah, for sure. It didn't give me me. It didn't give me the qualities of life that's gonna make me a great person.
Yeah,
you either got it or you don't.
That nigga Keith was making fries all day.
Yeah,
24/7 fries,
just grease popping all on me and whatnot. Yeah,
man, yo, it's crazy. I remember one time I was just tripping out. I was standing there waiting on my food for like 8 minutes one time at McDonald's, and it just tripped me out how many fries they went through in like 8 minutes.
Oh yeah, it'd be going crazy, huh?
I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, especially those it'd be like those lunch hours and the breakfast, then lunch, then dinner. There's like a pretty crazy run in those 3 meals, and it'd be times in there where you're just like putting down food.
Yeah.
Like not even consciously. It's not like, hey, we need some more of this. It's just like you just running downstairs and grabbing the bags of fries and stuff and you just throwing them in there. So yeah, it could get pretty crazy.
Yeah, man. I seen them. They get those what do you call those, the little baskets? Mm-hmm. And then when they put them down, they kind of wobble a little bit, and I guess that's shaking the grease out.
Yeah, you just shake the little excess grease and then dump the thing.
But the thing is like they shake it and they put it right on top of the grease. Mm-hmm. And then they put that salt on there. Mm-hmm. But man, McDonald's got the best fries, bro. I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah, them fries be busting.
I
feel like going to McDonald's after the pod.
Oh man, they're gonna be closed here, but I'm not fucking with them because McDonald's is fine, but the nuggets fuck my stomach up now. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you have straight diarrhea and that shit.
Yeah,
I don't know. They didn't change the recipe in the McNuggets or something.
That grease might be different.
Yeah, mixed stomachs. That shit's fucked up. Yeah. Let me see. Hold on. Let me go to here to this story real quick. What's funny too is after like a person with status, once they do something fucked up and the woman doesn't leave, like people always assume the woman's gonna break up, and they're like let down when a woman doesn't break up. Don't you understand that the Kevin Harts of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world, people like that have that much status, a woman could break up with a man for cheating on him. That's fine. But I think some women realize in their mind, like, can I do better than this? Mm-hmm. Like, if Beyonce left Jay-Z, who's she gonna be with?
I think that's true, but I also think like for the most part, people stay, and I know broke niggas that done cheated on their girls and they still was able to go back. So I think that's true. Like the status thing is definitely something that I'm sure they think about. But also, that doesn't necessarily apply because it'd be some people that's like real bums out here that done cheated on their girl and they still got to go back.
Yeah, ridiculous. Okay. And here's the Adam Levine. Yoga instructor who claimed Adam Levine sent her flirtatious text years ago is speaking out and slamming Levine. Years ago he sent this?
Come on, dog.
Years ago?
Why are they bringing it up now?
It's just
He could be a reformed cheater.
Right. In a new interview, Elena Zabel, now 49, damn, she old. You too old to be doing this shit. You lucky he flirted with you. Characterized the way Sugar Singer treated her as used trash. This isn't about a love affair or a salacious text. It's about being a decent human being, she told the Daily Mail. Friends don't treat each other like used trash, and that's how he treated me. Shut up. Shut up. You knew he had a woman. Oh my God. I don't feel bad for any of these women that come forward, whatever that means, coming forward. You should never come forward. You know why? When you seen he had a woman, you need to shut the fuck up because you became him. You became whenever a woman is cheating with a man who is married or in a relationship, you need to shut up because
you don't got no rights.
You became him the moment you put his cock in your mouth. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I'm so tired of these chicks coming forward with this shit. Yes, these men have a problem. Yes, they do. And I'm not trying to absolve them of anything. But the fact that you're trying to act like these men are bad on their own, look, I hate to say this. Even like Matt Lauer lost his job at the morning show. Mm-hmm. Those women were not forced to do anything. They said he coerced me. Coerced? Nobody forced your ass to suck dick. You did that. Nobody forced you to have sex. You did that. Nobody forced Monica Lewinsky to suck Bill Clinton off. She did that. These are grown women. You are not kids. You are a grown woman. Nobody's forcing you to do shit that you don't want to do. I'm getting tired of seeing this shit, bro. I think if a man forces himself on a woman, we having a different conversation because he need to be in jail, prison, whatever. But if a man is not forcing himself on you to do anything, there's this thing called yes and no. And when you say yes, you need to move the fuck on and shut up because none of us care about it. This shit is annoying, and I see so many. It's like all it is just a way for them to somehow get money or sue, or maybe somebody knows Adam Levine and leveraging their relationship. Who knows?
You know what's crazy is in the article, they had to say that there was like a consensual, romantic relationship or however because they just know the era we live in. And They know that, if they don't say it specifically, it can be interpreted any kind of way.
Right. That's the end of the conversation. Because even if you guys are sneaking around together, when it is consensual, that's the end of story. Two grown adults, a man who deceived his own relationship and a woman who knowingly knew about that relationship and still chose to fuck them. And I already told you, Keith, when women say that men are trash and men are cheaters, it's coming from two places. It's coming from men not having any self-control. Mm-hmm. It's coming from men cheating on women. It's coming from men lying to women. But it's also coming from women who intentionally fuck married men. You knew he was married. Mm-hmm. You knew he had a girlfriend and you still fucked him. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
You are a grown adult. I'm tired of hearing this shit.
And I think the biggest thing that you're pointing to is that you're equally at fault.
Thank you.
Like, don't run around like trying to say like, oh, men are trash, but you're the one that is sleeping with.
You are not a victim. You're a dictum. Okay. That is the problem.
You're a dictator.
Yep. I just see it so much, man. Okay, hold on. The yoga instructor worked with Levine between 2007 and 2010. During that time, Zabel said she received a text from the musician saying he wanted to spend the day with you naked. Adam Levine.
That's a wild text.
Yeah, he just doesn't have. Come on, dude. Like, you don't. What the fuck?
He's smoother than that, bro.
You got to be smoother than that, bro.
I know he is. I don't believe that.
Yeah. She also said Levine bragged to her friends that she had the best ass in town and it was cute. After Levine sent the text, Zabel's boyfriend at the time saw it and allegedly broke her wrist. What?
This is not a well-written story.
No, it's not. But if your boyfriend seen that message between you and Adam Levine and he broke your wrist, then your boyfriend at the time should be in prison or in jail for hurting you. And why are you more mad at Adam for sending you a message than the nigga that broke your wrist?
That's wild, huh?
The fuck is your problem? Okay. Zabel claimed Levine knew that her boyfriend had turned abusive. Knew it's not his responsibility. If he beating your ass, that's your fault. Why do women act like babies? You are a grown woman. If a man puts his hands on you, get the fuck out of there. This is ridiculous. It's not. Look, by the way, there's more to this story. Adam Levine was fucking her. Let's be very clear. We know this. We have to know this. Adam Levine, there's no way a man is hanging around a yoga instructor that's older and not fucking her. And if her boyfriend broke her wrist, it wasn't just over no messages. And he was wrong. You shouldn't be putting your hands on no fucking woman.
Yeah.
Now, he knew that I was going through with my then boyfriend who became abusive, and instead of responding to my text, he simply cut me off, she claimed. He doesn't owe you anything. Just because your boyfriend whooping your ass, he owes you nothing. This is crazy. This is a woman that was infatuated with him. And he fucked up because he was, fucking her. And now she's mad because he stopped fucking her. The yoga instructor emphasized that she was not looking for her 15 minutes of fame and simply wanted to come forward after other women started to talk about their experiences with the Maroon 5 frontman. Come forward. So you're coming forward. This is women, ladies, you got to understand something. This whole coming forward shit don't work no more. Y'all all fucked and sucked Adam Levine. Go on about your business. Don't nobody care. Nobody cares. He didn't force you to do anything. Why are y'all coming forward about what? That's wild. Can you imagine if like 10 dudes said, "Hey, I was fucking Jennifer Lopez and she just cut me off." Do you know how many people would laugh at a man that did that? Like J-Lo, I was fucking her and then she just didn't call me no more. I don't know what the problem was. I was going through a lot in my life.
Yeah.
Men
can't
not,
get that off.
No, men are not afforded the luxury of being morons. Men are morons in a lot of ways, but this is a moronic thing to do because you think that you fucking somebody is enough for you to say you came forward. Came forward about what? What was the wrongdoing? What was the wrongdoing? I'm just trying to figure out what the wrongdoing was.
I think for me, I'm just tired of like these complicit adulterers.
Thank you.
Trying to come forward.
Yeah, it's like,
we got to start exposing these hoes.
yeah,
Like, sit your ass down somewhere, you hoe.
come forward. He came on you.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you can't suck dick and then expose people.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense. And the reason why we say this, I'm not trying to give men an inch. I'm not trying to say, well, it's not the man's fault. It is the man's fault because he's complicit. These are, I guess, what was the relationship considered like a symbiotic thing where they're both getting some out of it. She's getting the thrill of fucking a celebrity and he's fucking some chick that's not his wife. So he's getting his needs met. You're getting your needs met. Why are you even complaining about this? Okay.
What I would be curious to know is like legitly the very wealthy guy that's in like this monogamous relationship that's never cheated on their partner, like what that looks like what type of pussy have they had to turn down?
Oh, the best.
The best.
And I said this before when we talked earlier in the conversation that I don't know what it feels like. I'm a regular guy. I don't have women knocking my door down and giving me pussy. Okay, I'm a regular guy. I get laid here and there. I'm not on that because I don't have the privilege of being that, right? But can you imagine how it feels to be Chris Brown? And I brought this up earlier. If Chris Brown was to go to Club Bricks here in Bakersfield, right? And I think that, some women are going to get pissed off at me saying this, but if he goes into Club Bricks, he could fuck 85% of the women in that club. Easily. Easily. When you're Chris Brown and you go into that place, women can say, we're not whores and we don't want to give it up. That's Chris Brown, the same motherfucker that's getting $1,000 to have women taking pictures with him. And you think he can't fuck 85% of the women in that club? Yeah, he can. Me, I'll probably get a cool 12%. It's probably 12% of women in that club that want to give me some pussy. And I'm just keeping it a buck. Mm-hmm. That 12% is kind of high when you're a regular dude.
12 is solid.
12 is a solid percent, right? Mm-hmm. You know, but doesn't matter. If you look at Kanye wearing them weird ass boots and shit, looking like a rich homeless dude with oversized fucking combat boots. Mm-hmm. In the rooms that Kanye walks in, when he goes to those fashion shows, and he goes to those what do you call those runways? Mm-hmm. Those runway models are there, and the whole ambiance of all this fashion. I could say on a low ball, 63% of women in there will fuck Kanye.
At a fashion show, it got to be way
it's higher than that. Probably 75%. Mm-hmm. I'm giving you a male perspective for any of the female listeners that might be disgusted. These are conversations that need to be had. Mm-hmm. Because a lot of women like men with power or celebrity. It's just the truth, man. Mm-hmm. Like, there's never been a male comparable to what women are doing at these shows. Am I saying all women are like that? No, but a majority of them are.
Do you think you can get off like, yo, I need to cheat for my mental health? Do you think that may work in 2022?
I think you could tell yourself that, but I think it's a motherfucking lie. I think that you've created a cushion in your mind because new pussy feels good to you, and it's like you get a dopamine rush from it, but it doesn't mean it's okay, because what you're doing is you're breaking the person's trust that you're with, mm-hmm. and you're making your overall mental health worse because you have to hide all of your actions from your wife. Mm-hmm. So the anxiety you get from hiding from your wife and lying to your wife, and the fact that your actions could make you feel like your wife's doing something and she's not even doing anything. Mm-hmm. When you get enough pussy as a married man, you might think your wife is running out on you, mm-hmm. and she probably just like, what? Mm-hmm. Like, I haven't done anything. Mm-hmm. But it's because you doing so many things wrong, mm-hmm. that you've kind of, I guess, asserted or created this idea of what she's doing. But I've said this a million times, Keith. I've said it multiple times. If you're going to be a married man or even in a relationship or you got a fiance and you think you could cheat on a woman, it ain't going to work. She will find out. Mm-hmm. Women understand the endless nuances of body language, behavior, bank statements, lunch spots you go to, dinner spots you go to, the change in your demeanor. They're going to notice it. And here's why. They're going to notice it because women do pay attention to the man they're dating, and also because a lot of women know how to cheat and not get caught. And they know what it looks like from the inside, mm-hmm. right? Man, I know some women that I've seen personally that was cheating with somebody I knew, and I knew who her man was, and I didn't say nothing. It was nothing. I just felt like it wasn't important to me to say nothing. Mm-hmm. But I'm thinking, like, I just seen her with the dude. He straight told me he was fucking her, and I don't care. It's none of my business. But I'm thinking, like, that same girl is still with that dude. Mm-hmm. And it's like he has no idea that his girl was getting ran. And I don't know, man. It's just a weird world we live in, man.
Yeah. It's a game.
Yeah.
It's a real game out here.
Yeah. I didn't finish reading this, actually. Let me finish. Oh, when I found out that Adam had asked this influencer if he could name his baby after her, I saw him in a completely different light and decided it was finally time to share this. She said, if I wanted my 15 minutes of fame, I would have gone public with this very long time ago. Harboring this pain harboring pain. Are you fucking serious? Harboring this pain for as long as I have has taken a lot of valuable energy to hold on to. And in order to heal, we need to let them go. The yoga instructor further claimed that she felt iced out by Levine. I felt that we cared about each other, and he iced me out during a deeply upsetting time, Zabel noted. Shortly after Levine sent the text to Zabel, the yoga instructor claimed she was pulled from Maroon 5's upcoming tour. I mean, yo.
Wait, she was the yoga instructor on the tour?
So what she was... and I hate to say this, but this is what it sounds like to me. She was a personal thought for him. Mm-hmm. And when that privilege was taken away, she was like a woman scorned by that. Mind you, let me let you know that this is a 49-year-old woman. 49-year-old woman that is coming out with this. You're that immature. You acting like a 20-year-old. That's a goddamn shame. Mm-hmm. You was mad because you was not being able to be on the Maroon 5 tour. And this is over 5 years ago that this went on. And I think he had a lady back then. Mm-hmm. So he had a lady back then, and you knew she was around, got mad.
Probably was on the tour.
And when men have power, it's just like a pastor or like Martin Luther King. Everybody knew who Coretta Scott was. Mm-hmm. You think that the women that was fucking Martin Luther King didn't know who Coretta was? They knew.
Yeah, I knew.
Martin Luther King was getting civil rights pussy, man. They knew what the fuck was going on. He was like, I don't want my wife Coretta to find out about this. Can you please hurry up and leave my room when you're done? Don't forget your clothes when you leave out of my room. Stop trying to leave shit behind. Coretta been finding it lately. Stop leaving your motherfucking earrings in the bathroom when you leave. That'd be crazy if that nigga was really talking like that. Especially like during sex. Mm-hmm. He'd be like, I'm about to come. Oh, man. He would change his words up from his speech. I have a reality. It's not a dream anymore.
I had a dream this pussy was going to be this good.
Oh, man. Somehow we double back to Martin Luther King every couple months. Every couple months, we got to double back to Martin Luther King. He was in the height of his pussy getting days back then, man.
God dang.
I know we got sprayed with water hoses this morning, but I just sprayed one of these women with my water hose tonight.
You are. Oh, man.
Oh, man. I love the way she be attacking these balls. We gonna. I don't. If
she thought I was a munch, but I'm.
I'm a civil rights muncher. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That's wild. Martin Luther King was a munch. Yo, that's wild. Yo, that's wild, bro. Oh man, there was an equivalent to a munch back then. But back then, with Martin Luther King, he wasn't called a munch. So the parallel to back then would be like, you ain't nothing but a low down dirty dog.
I'm dead. Yeah, low down dirty dog.
You ain't nothing but a scoundrel. Stay away from me. Oh man. All right, man. I don't got much else to offer this conversation but jokes. So I don't think we should continue with this.
Adam Levine and what's the Ime Udoka? That's his name? Udoka. Yeah, y'all gotta get it together, man. Y'all making us look bad out here.
What's the song with don't he got that? Is it Moves Like Jagger? Is that Maroon 5?
Yeah, I think that is Maroon 5.
Yeah. Moves like Jagger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's him. Very talented guy, man.
Yeah.
And didn't he do one of those shows, one of those
The Voice, I think.
Was it The Voice?
Or X Factor or something like that.
Those people that be on those shows end up being like fucked up people.
Why you say that?
Because they got rid of what's her name, CeeLo Green too.
What CeeLo do?
You hear what he said? CeeLo Green kind of like appropriated rape, bro. He said like it wasn't like a bad thing.
Oh, he from the South.
Yeah, like back in the day it wasn't a problem. Wasn't really a problem, but we did it back in the day. I don't know why it's such a big deal. Like, nigga, what the fuck? You notice he ain't been on nothing. CeeLo Green ain't been on nobody's show since he said that shit.
And they want to raid me. They want to raid me.
I remember when I lost my mind.
I remember when I lost my virginity. And it was by force.
It was by force. Oh man. Hold on. I gotta give people some background on that. Okay, CeeLo
Green.
Yeah, okay. Okay. This was in 2014 he made the statement. He said CeeLo Green, this is what he said, CeeLo Green, it isn't rape if the victim is unconscious. That's what this nigga said.
That nigga.
8 years old. The singer CeeLo Green.
If he was a comedian, that would be comedy.
Yo, but it's not. This nigga was serious. Like, I mean, why is it rape? When a person sleeps, it's not bad. I remember when I lost my mind. The singer CeeLo Green has discussed a court case in which he pleaded no contest to supplying ecstasy to a woman in a series of tweets, including one that read, "People who have really been raped remember." The woman had claimed that she had no memory of a period between dining with Green at a sushi restaurant in 2012 and waking up naked in the singer's bed. Green's lawyer argued that Green, 40, and the woman had consensual relations. No rape charges were filed due to lack of evidence. In the tweets, which were subsequently, though preserved by a user of the site, Green added, "If someone is passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent." No, it doesn't imply consent when they're knocked out.
He said it implies consent if they knocked out.
He said if someone's passed out, they're not even with you consciously. So with implies consent. That's
like
not
a
on
typo?
Friday. Yeah, I don't know if it's a typo, whatever it is. On Friday, Green pleaded no contest to a felony count of supplying ecstasy. That's wild, bro. That's wild. That's why he ain't been on no that shows, The Voice and all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you can't. Man, that's wild, dude. You can't give a woman drugs. That's why I don't even have sex with drunk women. If a woman's drunk, there was a chick that told me on 2 occasions, and I'm just gonna be honest. I wanted to fuck her. She was sexy, right? And she was like, I'm kind of tipsy. I want to come over. And I just lied. I was like, oh, man, I'm not even home right now. Mm-hmm. I swear to God. Mm-hmm. Then another time she was like, are you up? And I was like, oh, yeah, but I'm still not home. I'm still not off of work. And I was sitting right there because I knew she was sloppy drunk. Yeah. And in 2022, I don't feel okay. If a girl had a few beers or something and she might have had a little buzz, okay. But drunk, you can't come over my house. You cannot come over.
Even outside of her, like, being drunk and all that, just the experience of her getting there is gonna be kind of weird. Like, she getting dropped off, and it's a whole thing.
It's just, oh no, it's just too much.
Yeah,
it's too much. And then the fact that like some people, and we've already done this study when we talked about like women and the amount of alcohol, like them having more drunk sex than regular sex. Mm-hmm. That shit was scary. Mm-hmm. That's oh man, that's scary to me, man. Mm-hmm. And it talked about how much women have sex under the influence of alcohol. Mm-hmm. And it's just, to me, it's like alcohol lowers your inhibition. Mm-hmm. I want you to have sex with me sober, or if you're a little bit buzzed, that's okay. Mm-hmm. But I can't have you like, oh my God, it's so good. That's just then wake up and look at me like, what happened last night? Fuck no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. Nope. Mm-hmm. Nope. Because that's the thing too. You don't know what kind of alcoholic or what kind of how people are when they drink. I've seen people do shit, throw up, try to pull their pants down, try to do something wild, whatever, and then the next day they're like, "Fuck, what happened? What did I do?"
No, yeah.
And it's like,
Like, I just wanted you to munch. I just didn't really want to give you any pussy.
I just wanted you to crunch and munch. That's all you wanted. I just wanted you to crunch and munch on my pussy, but you didn't. Just take me home. You're not gonna munch me, Mom. He won't munch me, Mom. Here's your daughter. I'm dropping your daughter off.
Drunk girls be talking crazy too, like. I'm just give me your big black con. It's just like I'd be like, what?
Oh my God. Oh, that's fucking. Oh man. Oh man. That'll be wild. I've had to save some girls before. I remember it was a New Year's party, and it had to be like 2000. And this party was probably one of the dopest New Year's parties I've been to. But it was like 2007 turned into 2008. I was chilling with a bunch of the boys and stuff from work. That's back in the day when I worked from Sears, and it was just a cool night, man. I remember we linked up, went to like this New Year's party and stuff, had some drinks. We was all just kicking it, me and the homies. And then there was these girls that left the party and they was super drunk. Like all of them was fucked up. Like just like couldn't stand up good and was trying to, one of them was walking towards the car and I was standing outside talking to my boy and I was like, y'all good? And she was like not really responsive. And then I just snatched her keys from her. I just snatched her keys. She's like, nigga, what the fuck is you? And then I took one of the girls' phones, took it from her and I called her mom. And she was like, hello? And I was like, hey.
You just search your mom?
Yeah, I just said, what's your mom's number? I think I either went in the phone and found her and found her mom's number, or I said, what's your mom's number? And then I called her. I said, hey, it's a couple, your daughter and a couple other girls over here is super drunk. You need to come pick them up. And they came and got her. Because here's the thing, and I don't want to go there, but I'm going to keep it a buck. And I've had to do this 2 times. One time I was at a party at BC, and this dude kept trying to go in the room with this chick, and I'm standing there, and the room was dark, and the dude was trying to like go in there with her, and I was like, "Hey, homie, chill, it's cool, like it's cool, bro, just leave it alone, it's cool." And he's like, "Nah, man, this is man." I was like, "Hey, it's cool, bro," but I wasn't gonna let him go in there with her. She didn't want to go in there with him. So that was one time, and then this time, women that are that drunk are vulnerable, not just to be in an accident, but to get sexually assaulted. Because there's some dudes that are wolves, and they'll be like, "Hey, so what's up with y'all? Where the party at? Y'all should come to my house." And that shit really be happening, G. So I called, and I wasn't even thinking that deep back then. The only thing I was thinking, like, they too drunk to drive. You know, called her mom. She came and got them. Right? She's like, "Thank you," the lady, and they left the car there. And she had to double back because I still had the fucking keys.
How'd would you give them to her?
Yeah, I gave it to her mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah. So I was what, 22? I was 22 when I did that. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah. So I had to, I don't even say not even the foresight. I just have the maturity, even as a 22-year-old, to not let women run out just fucking crazy, sloppy, drunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's wild, yo. But
yeah, it'd be some horror stories, man. And even, outside of like, the sexual assaults and stuff like that, but forgetting like moments and segments of a day, that's not safe at all.
Yeah, that's too much. Yeah, but I mean, I was stupid too at the same time, like having a like one night stand type thing, like meeting a chick and fucking her in the same day. I've done that.
Yeah, that's not a good look.
That's ignorant.
At 30 years old, that's not a good look.
No, I wasn't 30 when I did that.
No, I'm saying like
in 30s.
I'm saying looking back at that as a 30-year-old, that's not a good.
Got you. Yeah. That's a bad look. She'd be like, "What's your favorite color?" Too late for that.
What was your name again?
That doesn't matter anymore. You'll be out of here in the morning, bro. Yeah. And here's a fucked up thing that I remember very about like that. I'm thinking of this specific one night stand. I swear to God. So we get through having sexual relations, and she's laying there, kind of laying on me. And she says, "Do you want to cuddle?" And I was like, "No." She's like, "Oh, all right." And she just turns over away from me and like goes to sleep. And then I thought about it like later, and I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up."
That is kind of cold.
That's super fucked up.
It's kind of cold.
That's fucked up. Like she gave me some pussy and
she just exposed herself to you.
Yeah. And at least I mean the cuddle ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Jeez, that's terrible.
Yeah. Sometimes it kind of goes both ways though. That was strange, right? I don't know if it's kind of strange for a girl that to barely have met you to be like, hey, because cuddling is like an intimate thing. But sometimes you got to set boundaries in terms of like, like casual relationships.
You do, because
women will take, oh my gosh, she's like, girl, you won't believe what he did. Eddie cuddled me after we had sex.
It's so passionate.
Yeah, you be like, this is just regular. Like I don't mean we're gonna be in a relationship.
Nah, this is just. I'm not trying to have novella sex. That novella sex, that's too passionate. Yeah, but yeah, dude, there's that, man. Not a lot else to offer these conversations. We just appreciate you guys, man. We've hit another milestone. We've literally for the 4th year in a row have not so much eclipsed, but we have surpassed last year's numbers, and the numbers continue to go up.
Yeah,
and it's because you guys give us your ear every week, man, and it means a whole lot when this thing takes off, because it takes a while for these things to take off, especially now with podcasts. This isn't we weren't early, we weren't late, but we weren't early to the punch either. You know, we started in 2018, so we got some time.
Yeah, we was in that kind of
that gray space, but we maintained it though. We know many people from all many walks of life that have started a podcast and they pretty much all quit. You know, and we're one of the only ones that stuck with it.
Yeah,
and release every single week.
Thugged it out,
man. We have thugged it out. I don't think you people understand how much we've thugged it out every week. I've lost my father recently. Still did a podcast. Keith lost 2 uncles within less than a month of each other. Still did a podcast. I got my dad's cancer diagnosis. Still did a podcast. I've had all kinds of shit happen. Keith has went out of the state a couple times. Still did the podcast. Something has happened, technical difficulties, and we've re-recorded podcasts. Like, if you want something, you have to have the relentless, this steadfast mentality that I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna die doing this. I'm gonna try my best to do it. But I don't want to get all over the place.
But to go along with that point though, and even in just making sure we record every Sunday, we found subtle ways to tinker with the formula to improve it, you know. So we're still growing. We don't got it all figured out, but that was always the idea. Let's pull up to your apartment and, you know, microphone and interface and you know, a memory, a hard drive, and let's figure this thing out. And we've gotten incrementally better over the years, and as a result of that, we surpassed our numbers from the last year. You know, the total listens from last year, and it's only September. So.
I mean, you could sit there and be upset that you're not getting 10,000 listens an episode, or you could recognize that you are very successful on, you know, a scale. The scales exist, and on our scale, we have literally gotten more numbers every single year, and it has only gotten better. So that's what I tell people. If you're getting 250 listens an episode, or whatever you're getting, you may look at 250 and be like, oh my God, that ain't nothing. But you need to really take some time to think about that, sir. If you're getting 250, 280 listens on an episode, that means 280 people listen to that episode. If you had 280 people show up to your house, what would that look like? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't be able to fit them motherfuckers in there.
Yeah.
But I don't think we tend to appreciate those things, you know, while they're in their infancy. But, you know, with every milestone, me and Keith, we're thankful, but we're not over the top crazy, because we know we're going to be doing really big things. But yeah, man, we've made it to the end of this episode, man. I didn't have to take a shit. Thank goodness. That would have just fucked up all the production there. Yeah. But hey, if you made it to the end of this episode, we appreciate you. Thank you for listening to Trucker's Mind Podcast. I'm Eddie McGee.
It's your boy K Things.
We're out of here, man.
Peace.